What's up, y'all? I'm Tarot King the Prophet back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do the January forecast for Gemini. I'm recording on YouTube and Facebook all at the same time. So, yeah, bear with that. Anyway, I've been using my Moonology Oracle deck to see what sign I'm going to do next. I've done every single sign except for Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. All right, so we're going to use this real quick to see which one I'm going to do next out of those two. Just pull Gemini again. It's going to be, you know what? Let me just pick somewhere and then shuffle through to see which one I come across first. See what I'm saying? I've been all day just trying to figure out which one of those two is going to be next. Aquarius. Okay, so we're doing Aquarius next after we get done with this reading with Gemini. I am going to get on here and do a little 26 questions when I get on here and pull 3 cards for whoever's watching, whoever has a question. You know, whoever wants to read it. I'll be doing that next. All right. So back to the original scheduled program. Aquarius is next. Now we're going to use the Moonology Oracle deck to pull my fortune cookie for my roses. If you don't know, that's what I call my watchers. My roses. You know, every rose has its thorn, and a rose is still a rose by any other name. Still a rose by any other name. Look at that. That's funny. Look what I pull. New moon in Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius want to come up. Sagittarius going to be last on this one. All right. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. But this is for Gemini. 4 is your number, Gemini. 4. Oh, so you guys know I'm back on my truck. Obviously, clearly, you see I got the bright ass vest on and all that. I am in the Smoking Mountains in Swannanoa, North Carolina today. Swannanoa, North Carolina. All right, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful, you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your world view. Gemini, the attuned to the moon is count your blessings, literally. Write them down or say them out loud. Count your blessings, literally. Write them down or say them out loud. The teacher behind this card, Gemini, is Sagittarius is the sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. It's the sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. New moon in Sagittarius card 4. Gemini. We'll come back to this later on and go over it again after we get on the reading. As all of you know, I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. So both 2 decks. They're both the same deck, but I have a little deck and I have a big deck. It's just like tarot. I mean, it's tarot, but it's not like the traditional tarot. All right, it's just something. It's my style for me. You know what I'm saying? All right. I use the big deck to lay out the main general energy that covers the whole reading. Then I use it to lay out the general energy for the past, present, and the future. Then I come to the little deck and I clarify the past, present, and the future. And then I go back around with the little deck and get a summary for the past, present, and the future. And then I come back around to the big deck and I get a final message from the universe. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Sagittarius one. I'm gonna get there. You guys know I'm recording on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. If I had said that already, I kind of feel like I did, but there you have it again. I've already prayed to God. You know, I already thankful for the ancestors. You know, thankful for the lessons. Asking about some lessons, like, man, come on, you ain't have to teach me that one. But you know, everything does happen for a reason. I'm out here in the Smoky Mountains in North Carolina at a truck garage. You know, my truck is about to go in for surgery. Yes, more money, more problems. You know how it go. For real, for real. Anyway, I've already shuffled, but as you see, I'm shuffling again. Don't want you guys thinking I put no dope in the cars or anything like that, all right? And we have the mirror, the number 12 card, the mirror for your reading. With that 1 and 2 in reverse, the 1 flipped in reverse is always going to be a 1. It's always about, it symbolizes a beginning. That 2 is about no choices, no matter, no decisions. Coming back to 1, you know, not going back and forth on the issue, just kind of just not really stuck, but still is what it is kind of energy, you know, something like that, something to that extent. And this card, with it right side up, this woman in this card, and remember these characters are completely androgynous, you know what I mean? It doesn't represent a man or a woman. It represents a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? It represents them both. But this, with this card right side up, this woman knows exactly who it is that she is. You know what I'm saying? High in self-esteem. She has a mirror right there, and she's not looking at, she gets the mirror like this. You know what I mean? She doesn't need the mirror to see who it is that she is. She keeps dead things far apart from her, and she keeps the future behind her. You know what I mean? She embraces mystery, embraces her emotions, and embraces the unknown. Okay. In reverse, however, which is the way that this card was laid, this woman needs that mirror. This woman needs to look in the mirror and say, okay, well, I'm Gemini, this and this, so on and so forth. Okay. Um, this woman needs to let dead things go, things that serve her no purpose. She needs to let them move on, and she needs to put her future from behind her to in front of her. Okay, this woman needs to think about the future and the things that affect her immediately and are going to affect her in the near future. Okay, this woman needs to become more grounded, think about things that are more physical, more down to earth, rather than things that are more spiritual, things that she can't see, you know, more realistic, like, you know. The 12, the mirror, you know, this woman needs to get out of her emotions, get out of the mysterious things that she, like I said, the things that she doesn't know about. She needs to release these things, let these things go. All right. Oh yeah, most definitely do that. I appreciate it. Most definitely catch up what you missed on YouTube. Just so you guys know, on Facebook, the view on YouTube is always better, so on and so forth. It's just set up way better. All right. Anyway, here go the past, the present, and the future for Gemini. What do we have here for young Gemini? Let me set these right here. In the past, we had the 6 of Stones, the skill. This is about being trapped, not really trapped, but just trapping yourself kind of in your cave, trying to work on your skill, just trying to, I want to say, show the world, I mean, work on something that you need to show the world um, how good you are at something. It's like practice, you know, practice, practice, practice. But the question is, how much can you practice? How much can you stay into your cave, honing in on your skills? This 8 of Stones is about being connected, something ongoing, going over and over and over again. And I kind of feel like that's you, Gemini, going over and over and over the same thing again, and just never really feeling like it's perfect, never really feeling like it's done. Therefore, you kind of just hiding it. You kind of just in your cave with it, and you're just hiding it and practicing, missing out on things, missing out on love, missing out on some of the better things in life, because you're just in this cave practicing, working on it, working on it, instead of just actually going out there, getting it, and having, or showing the world what it is about you, how good you are, how great you are at your skill, or whatever it is that you're trying to present. And you come into this present, which is going to make more sense. You have the 4 of Stones, 4 representing being grounded, being set in your ways with something. And you see, we have a little deer right here that's covered up by 4 stones, but it's just like it's not safe. This is the card of protection. You know what I mean? But the question is, Gemini, what is it here that you are protecting? Okay. There's nothing but wide open space right here, and it's a whole horizon behind you. The sun is setting, the sun is setting and going down, and each time the sun sets, you realize, man, I missed the whole day trying to protect something, trying to protect the innocence that's not really in need of being protected. You know what I mean? It's like trying to keep fool's gold in your pocket, hoping that one day that is worth something. In all actuality, this fool gold is always just going to be fool's gold. You see what I'm saying? And as long as you hold on to it, thinking that it's going to be worth something, worth more later on, you're becoming a fool. You know what I'm saying? Fool that gold, most definitely. So you're protecting something that can't. It's like not falling in love because you don't want to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? You're protecting something that can't be protected. You know, because if you meet the right person, guess what? You're gonna fall in love, and you're gonna put yourself at risk of being hurt. You know what I mean? But that's life. It's fine. It's okay to do that. No risk, no reward. If you're not taking chances, you're not advancing. Okay? Coming to the future, we have this 4 of vessels in reverse. Okay? So this makes me feel like you guys are going to get out of all of this energy. You know what I mean? And go out and have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Start living life. Start seeing things from a different perspective. This is about being ungrounded. And what I feel like being ungrounded means that you're being uprooted in a situation. You're getting out there. You're starting to see things. You're starting to meet people. You're starting to show people your worth. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're working on your worth back here in this past, and then you're protecting it right now in this present. But in the future, it's just like, okay, well, let me show the world that I can dance. Let me show the world that I can do what, not only that I can do what you can do, but I can do better than you. You know what I'm saying? I can do just as good as you, or I can do better than you. Okay? This is about not sitting around waiting, not just sitting in that cave, just practicing. It's almost like, remember I told you that she had this mirror out in reverse? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're in the mirror just practicing your speech, practicing your spiel, practicing how to be in public, practicing how to present yourself to others around you. Okay? You're getting out and showing the world what it is that you are made of. You're getting out here and showing the world that Gemini can be just as amazing as the other 11 signs. Just as amazing. You know, I'm glad, because back here in this past, you're just in this cave, practicing. But as I always tell my kids, practice makes perfect. You know, practice absolutely does make perfect. You know, and that's what it is. It's almost like you have to talk yourself into getting out here and showing the world what it is that you're made of. But right now, in your present, you're protecting fool's gold. Look at there. So remember, you got just 8 of stones. It's about being connected. You're in this cave. You're practicing, missing out on love. Love on your mind. Thinking about love. So on and so forth. Thinking about the good things in life. Thinking about more beautiful things. Thinking about the divine things in life. And we had this 8 of bowls. That's the 8 of stones. It's the 8 of bowls. It's an action word. Action card. Okay. I think this represents the things that's on your mind. I think this represents you building a fire and everybody being around your desire, celebrating you. I think this is what's on your mind. Usually this is the card that says, hey, that's what this is. But I think this is what's on your mind. I think this is more of a mental state, like an imagination, you know what I'm saying, an imagination point. You know what I mean? Like you're just sitting around in your cave, practicing your speech in the mirror, practicing your speech, and just seeing everybody saying, Gemini, Gemini, yay, Gemini. 3 hip hip hoorays for Gemini. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, Gemini. You know what I'm saying? You're just visioning the success in your head. You see what I'm saying? And here with this green man, you're becoming set in your ways, and you're just adding to the pot, adding to your recipe. It's funny because these 2 cards all 3 of these cards just came out. But this is you adding to the pot, adding to the recipe. You know what I mean? Becoming more stern, becoming more firm, becoming more confident in what it is that you want, or where it is that you want to go with your debut, let's say. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this is all about 10th house energy. This is all about making a debut out in the public. And then look at here at the beginning, the Ace of Arrows. This is you starting to see things abroad, see things further, starting to want to get out. This is you facing the truth. Okay? You starting to realize the truth. Maybe you tapped in, you sat in this cage so long, just harnessing and practicing, harnessing and practicing. And then you've come to the point where it's just like, okay, it's getting ready. It's time to get ready to step out. You know what I mean? You know, and you've practiced this thing over and over again. But anybody that does speeches who's a little bit nervous in front of a crowd knows that when you get in front of that crowd, you're going to be a little bit nervous. And that's what's bringing us to this present right here. You know what I mean? You're still protecting things that can't really be protected. You see what I'm saying? But hey, you're doing good with it. You know, you're doing very good with it. With this 11, the word. I think this is about leaving things behind. Usually this song brings that this card brings that Maroon 5 songs to my head. The drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. I think this is you getting ready to create memories. You know what I mean? Not bringing anything with you, and those things that you remember about yourself from your past. You are letting these things go. You are starting to be more Gemini. Gemini is more of a social energy. You know, Gemini likes to communicate, likes to talk. You know, it's Mercurian energy. You know, and I think that's a lot of what this is about with that 11, and reverse is still an 11. Okay, so that angel number 11. So go ahead and look that up and see what that means for you, Gemini, the number 11. And not what it means, but what it means for you. Okay, this is about not bringing anything with you, coming empty-handed. You know, coming with a very fresh start, a very clean slate. You know, not bringing anything with you. And this 4 of Vessels, this is about being ungrounded, being unset in your ways. It's starting to kind of go with the flow. Kind of go with the flow with the things, getting out of your emotions, not being content, not being settled, getting out here and actually enjoying yourself, having a little bit of fun, having a little bit of hopefully positive fun, you know. And this 2 of Stones in reverse, this is about not fighting yourself, not challenging yourself. Now, all 3 of these are in reverse. So that means that this situation right now in the present can be changed. You can bring back all those old habits, all those old fears, so on and so forth. And if you bring back all those old fears, you will be bored. You will be bored. You'll have all this fulfillment behind you, and you won't even be facing it. And you'll be on 2 different separate foundations fighting each other, fighting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do any of that. You know, I mean, it's safe. It's safe, but playing it safe is the way that you've always been, Gemini, is playing it safe. And you're tired of that. You want to explore. You want to see things. You want the bigger picture to be present for you. Okay, and that's what this reading is saying. You want the bigger picture to be present for you. Now remember, I had this 4 Vessels in reverse right here in the present, and it's also the main energy for the future. So I forgot to go ahead and put that out there. That's the main energy for the future. You know, you still getting out here, you still out enjoying yourself, uprooting, maybe traveling, going somewhere. You know, that's a lot of being ungrounded there. You see what I'm saying? We had a stag right here. The stag is about inner strength. You see what I'm saying? Finding the strength to do things. And that's that number 8 again. You got that number 8 a few times in this reading. It's about being connected, having something ongoing, having something carry on. And if it's ongoing, I think it's really progress. You know, if it's this much ongoing right here in your reading for you, Gemini, I think this has a lot to do with progress and moving forward. But this is about strength, inner strength, outer strength, being shielded, being able to protect yourself. And I think in this future that you're realizing that you can still do the things that you want to do and still protect yourself while you're doing it. You don't have to be vulnerable. You don't have to be into everything that everybody else is into. You can be out here doing what it is that you do and still be protected because you're smart enough to do that. You're wise enough to do that. If you're a child, you don't have to be out here smoking weed, drinking, and having sex, but you can still go to the top of the mountain and have fun and look down just like everybody else. You see what I'm saying? You can do that. 2 of Bowls, action cards, is about making choices, about making decisions, and I really feel like it's the right decisions. I really feel like it's the right decisions, even though we had this new number 2 right here. In reverse, the seer. That's the major arcana card, the seer. And the seer is about following your intuition, following your gut. But see, here go the thing. If we go with Gemini following his gut, Gemini goes back into the past. And Gemini kind of just like shies away from everything and misses out on this horizon. The sun is setting and Gemini has missed out again. The sun is setting, Gemini has missed out again. The sun is setting, Gemini has missed out again. You see what I'm saying? So this is not Gemini following its intuition. This is Gemini following its mind. Not its gut, but its mind. Okay? Its thoughts, making choices, making decisions, high-headed decisions. Out here getting things, having fun. Past, present, and the future. Yes. In the past, this is about growth. This is about a new beginning for Gemini. It's about a new start. You know what I mean? Starting to have some fulfillment for Gemini. Gemini starting to have something for itself, herself, his self, whatever. You know, growth. In the present, this is the green woman. This is about Gemini being creative, starting to nurture things, starting to mind you, you know what I'm saying? These terms don't apply to men or women. That applies to men and women, no matter what the term is. It's completely androgynous, all right? But this is the Gemini in that Empress form, in that queen status. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the king that's stubborn and stuck in his ways and only gonna do this and that, don't do nothing but what the queen say. What is the queen having what it is to say? You know what I mean? Not so stuck in their ways, not so firm, not so stubborn. Being a little bit more open up to things. Being a creator, creating life. And I don't mean creating life like creating the baby. He could be creating the baby, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying creating new things. Just creating new things in general, okay? Right here, it's 5 of stones. It's a little bit of instability up there, so you definitely have to be careful with the choices that you make, Gemini. But this is also about starting new things. Starting a fire, coming out of your comfort zone, okay? A fire has to start somewhere. It has to start with a spark, and this is that spark. This is past that spark. That spark came somewhere up in here. Now we're in the future, and this fire is starting to burn, and you're starting to see it. You're starting to see that fire burn, and you know what? It feels good outside of your comfort zone, Gemini. It feels good to be something more than what you've always portrayed yourself to be. Getting out here, seeing better things, traveling, moving on, having fun, enjoying being Gemini, enjoying that Mercurian energy. All right, let's get this final message from the universe, Gemini, and see where we're going with it. I didn't catch it. I'm recording on YouTube and Facebook all at the same time, all right? This Facebook broadcast will be deleted. It will be removed from my page, so you're going to catch it all, the replay and all that stuff on YouTube. I will share the link after I get done. And also after this reading, I'm going to jump on and do a little live 26 questions. So if you want to have me pull a card for you live, I got you. 3 arrows. Jealousy. I really feel like this is attacking some of the things that you've been wanting to do, Gemini. Attacking some of the things that you have been envious of others for. You see what I'm saying? I think this is about letting the intuition go and using your mind, and necessarily following your heart, because following your heart has a lot to do with following your intuition, but following your mind and not trying to protect your heart, not trying to protect the things that you feel like could possibly make you vulnerable. In all actuality, you're more susceptible to your own dangers than you are susceptible to the dangers of the world, because you're smart. You're a very intelligent being, Gemini. You're all about communication. You're all about expressing yourself, you know, but you're not about, you may follow the crowd, but that's not really your MO. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be the leader either, but you realize that you can get out there and do the things that other people are doing without sacrificing yourself. Okay? Very good reading, Gemini. Very good reading. Let's go back to this Moonology Oracle card and see if it relates to the reading that we did. Luck is on your side. New moon is Sagittarius for Gemini. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face, Gemini. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of a fun after a period of feeling low. This energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks, but be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others, or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up, if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift. And even if that simply means widening your worldview, I definitely say it goes. I think they definitely came out together. Exactly. I love it when it does that. Anyway, thank you guys for tapping in. Remember to comment, share, subscribe. Remember, Facebookers, that you can catch the replay on this video on YouTube. I will share the link after the reading is done, but I am removing the reading off of Facebook, the actual live reading off of Facebook. All right. So, up next, I'm going to be doing 26 questions where you say you want to read, and I get on and I flip cards and do the reading for you live right on Facebook. Okay. I'm Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Love, light, blessings, and peace. I said that different for this time. It is what it is. Y'all be smooth.